What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with Johnson. Today, we have the Cleveland Browns 2021 season prediction. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are on the road to 700 subscribers, so I appreciate everyone who subscribes to the channel. And also make sure you guys turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss any of the videos or live streams that will be happening on this channel. Appreciate all the support. But now, without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So we got the Cleveland Browns, one of the more interesting teams in the AFC. They could go very far this year, and I'm going to be giving y'all my win-loss record prediction for them. So let's get right into it. The Cleveland Browns, week number 1, go up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And honestly, I'm going to have them losing this game. This is going to be a really, really good game right here. You should have Odell back, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt. But the Chiefs offense, you got Mahomes, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill. So it's just going to be an offensive battle. I have the Kansas City Chiefs edging this one out, though. I think that in a shootout, the Kansas City Chiefs will get the better of the Cleveland Browns week number 1. And then week number 2, the Browns will go up against the Houston Texans, which I have the Browns winning. I just think the Texans could be one of the worst teams in the league this year, and I think that the Browns could be one of the best teams in the league this year. So I do think that the Cleveland Browns will edge out the win right here against the Houston Texans. I just think they're the overall just way more talented team than this Houston team. I mean, and everything that's going on with Deshaun Watson, you just don't know. So week number 2, Houston Texans versus Browns. Give me Cleveland. Week number 3, you got the Bears versus the Browns, and I'm going to have the Browns winning this one. I think that defensively, the Bears are a good team, but they won't be able to keep up with the Browns offensively right here. I just think that the run game is going to really tire out this Bears defense, and that Baker Mayfield would do just enough to get the win versus Chicago. So week number 4, the Browns will go up against the Minnesota Vikings. This should be an interesting matchup because the Vikings, even though the last few years they haven't, had the best record, but they've always had a good offense. You had Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and then Justin Jefferson. How he broke out last year was just amazing. So I think that the Vikings offense can give the Browns defense a little bit of trouble, but I do still have the Browns winning this one. I just think the Browns have a more complete team than the Vikings, and I think it's going to show in this week 4 matchup. And then week number 5, the Cleveland Browns will go up against the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think the Browns are going to win this one. I just think that the Chargers' run defense is going to have a really, really bad time stopping Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in that run game. And I think as long as the Browns commit to the run and Baker Mayfield doesn't turn the ball over, then this should be a win for the Cleveland Browns. So the first 5 weeks, I got the Browns starting off 4-1, and week number 5, they're going to go up against the Cardinals, and I think they're going to lose this one. I think this is going to be one of those high-scoring offensive games where really the defenses won't play a factor, and I think that Kyler Murray will be able to edge out this win versus the Browns. I just think this is going to be a really exciting game with the Browns losing this one in a close game. Then the Browns, week number 7, they're going to go up against the Denver Broncos, and I got them beating the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos are ready to compete with a playoff team, against a playoff team yet, at least not this year. The Broncos do have some talented players on their team, but I just don't think they're ready to compete with the Cleveland Browns, and I think the Browns are going to win this one pretty convincingly, and I just think they pull off the win right here. Then week number 8, the Browns play the Steelers, and I think they're going to win the first matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a divisional game. Anything can happen, but, I think this first time around, the Browns, beat them last year. I think the Browns are going to come in with 100% confidence and get the job done against the Steelers again. Week number 9, the Browns will play the Cincinnati Bengals, and I have the Cleveland Browns winning this game. I just think that the Browns are going to try to win every divisional game that they can because I think that them and the Ravens are going to be competing for this division, and if they can get a win back-to-back against the Steelers and the Bengals, I think they're going to definitely want to do that. Back-to-back division wins for the Cleveland Browns. They're going to beat the Bengals here. And then in week number 10, the Browns will face off against the Patriots, and I think they'll win this one right here. I think this is going to be another game where the running game of the Cleveland Browns just won't it just won't be able to be stopped by a defense. And this Patriots defense is going to have a hard time stopping this rushing attack. And the thing about this Browns rushing attack, they have 2 running backs. Like I said, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they can both get 20 carries a game apiece. And that's just hard to stop. And I think that's going to be why the Browns win this one here. So throughout the first 10 weeks, I have the Browns starting off at 8-2. So pretty good, if you ask me. Week number 11, the Browns will go up against the Detroit Lions. And I think the Lions are just not a team that's ready to compete this year. And I think they might even start tanking this season. And I think the Browns win this one in a blowout. Yeah, right here. So the Browns are 9-2 going into week 12 against the Ravens. And I think they're going to lose this one right before the bye week. Now, what's interesting enough is they play the Ravens. The next week's the bye. They play the Ravens again. So basically 3 weeks in a row, they're going to have the Ravens in their mind. And I think they're going to lose the first matchup here. Should be a high-scoring, competitive matchup. But give me the Baltimore Ravens to win this one. Then week 13, we have a bye, so we're going to go right on to week number 14. They play the Ravens again, and I think they're going to split the season series against the Baltimore Ravens. I think that the Browns and the Ravens are going to have 2 amazing games, and I think that the Ravens get 1 and then the Browns get 1. I think it's going to be a back-and-forth matchup this season between the Ravens and the Browns. So give me the Baltimore Ravens right here. I'm sorry, the Cleveland Browns to beat the Baltimore Ravens at week number 14. Then week number 15, we got the Browns versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Give me the Cleveland Browns also winning this one right here. I think that they're just way more talented than the Raiders, in my opinion, and I think that will show in the passing game. I think this is where Baker Mayfield can have a really good game because, you know, the Raiders have I don't want to say like a trash secondary, but when it comes to secondaries in the AFC, I think they are on the lower tier of that, and I think that Baker Mayfield's passing ability with OBJ and Jarvis Landry will show out in this one. Then week number 16, the Packers will go up against the Cleveland Browns. And I got the Cleveland Browns getting their biggest win of the season against the Green Bay Packers, week 16 on Christmas Day. I mean, I think the Browns are just going to come out with this win against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I think that the Browns defense could have successes. And I think the Browns offensive run game will have another successful game against this Packers run defense. Give me the Cleveland Browns. Then week 17, this is their second game versus the Steelers. And I actually have the Steelers winning this one, man. I think the Steelers can split the season series versus the Cleveland Browns. And I think that this could be a really good game right here. But I think the Steelers will split the series with the Browns to make it one game apiece between the two. And in week 18, the Browns will close out the season versus the Bengals. And I have them completing the season sweep versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I just think that the Bengals are not ready to compete for the number 1 spot or 2 spot in the AFC North yet. And I think the Browns right here, they get a win the last game of the season. It helps their playoff seeding. And I had the Cleveland Browns finishing 13-4. And, you know, I got the Ravens prediction next. So could this get them at first place in the division? It's looking like it. But the Ravens preview is coming out next. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys turn on the notification bells, man. Very, very important. So that way y'all won't miss a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, though. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And like I said, man, we're on the road to 700 subscribers. So tell your friends, family, and favorite sports fans about the channel. Appreciate y'all for watching. You've been talking sports on MG Nice, and I am out. Peace.